Uh-oh.
Hi, my name is Finley Lund, and I am interviewing my grandma, Clay Lund, about what makes a good citizen. What makes a good citizen?
That's my first question, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, a good citizen, first of all, a citizen is somebody that is in a community. And so, what I would say a good citizen is somebody who participates in that community and they try to get involved in the community and the affairs of the people that are in there. And they try to be aware of all the different issues that will affect everybody in the community. An example, Finley, might be your softball team. That's a community. And so a good teammate or a good community member is somebody that you're going to follow the team rules, right? You're going to listen to your coaches. You're going to put the interest of the team above your own personal interests. So if the goal is to win the game, then there going to come a point in time during that game where you might be able to do something to make you look good, but something better might be to help the team win the game. So that would be a good citizen. Um, there you go.
Okay. How did you learn to be a good citizen?
Well, for me, it was simple. My parents taught me how to be a good citizen. My parents, my teachers, my Sunday school teacher, they all they all taught the same thing, how important it was to be a good citizen. And the other thing that helped is they were good citizens. So I followed all the actions that they did and try to act just like they did.
Okay. Okay. What makes a good community?
Well, like we said, a community are a bunch of people that are that form together. And so a good community would be one where everybody feels like they're part of the team. They have a good feeling of belonging. They respect each other, and just like you would your teammate and your coaches, everybody's got the same goal, and they all have an interest in many of the same things. So another community might be the city you live in. And in the city you live in, everybody wants to have good schools. They want to feel safe in their communities. They want to participate in community activities, and they want to enjoy living in that area.
Okay. How do the choices you make affect yourself and others?
Well, I call that a ripple effect. So a decision that I make can have all kinds of consequences to other people. Probably the one decision that I made, I did it 30 years ago, and that's when Grammy and I decided we were going to leave Chicago and move our family to Texas. Now, we had lived in Texas before, but it was a big decision to just leave, to pick up the family. Everybody had to leave their friends, and they had to move 1,500 miles to Texas that they didn't know much about. And I think that was a pretty good decision but it was the decision based on me wanting to get a better job, where we could afford to live a better life, and we took a chance in leaving, where all our family was to come back down here to Texas. But you think of it this way, you wouldn't be around, neither would your sister or your brothers, because your dad would have never met your mom had we not had we not moved. So see, good things happen. And it could have been good consequences or bad. We were very lucky. Everybody turned out to have made the best decision for themselves, and it was based on just something that Grammy and I decided to do many, many years ago.
Yes. Okay. Give an example of when you showed truthfulness.
Truthfulness?
Mhm.
Hmm. Well, every day when I go to work, my job is to sell people insurance. And sometimes when I sell people insurance, the important thing for the company that you work for is that you make a sale. And sometimes it's important that the best sales are made when the person who you're selling to is going to benefit from your product. But every once in a while, you come across somebody where it's not such a good idea. So rather than just selling them the product so you can make a commission and make some money, you do it in the best interests of the client. And sometimes you have to turn that sale away and tell them, I'm sorry, you really shouldn't do this. There are other things that you should spend your money on. So that's a time when you have to act in truthfulness to do the best job you can for your client. Otherwise, you'd just be trying to you're just trying to make money off of them.
Oh. Give an example of when you showed respect.
Well, I think showing respect generally kind of comes with when you're showing respect to your elders. And even though I have elders, believe it or not. So a good example might be my neighbor across the street is undergoing cancer treatment. So because she's not very healthy right now, she needs help around the house, cutting the lawn, taking the garbage out, just doing all kinds of little odds and ends to help her out while she's, trying to recover during her cancer treatments. So I would say that's a good example of showing respect to somebody else in the neighborhood who at this point can't do it all themselves for themselves.
Okay, well, thank you for talking to me about a, being a good citizen. Bye.
Aye.